Hey, my Pilates people, welcome to my channel, Connect and Move. My name is Jessica. Today, I have for you an advanced reformer session. Couple things that you're gonna need today. You will need your box, no dowel. We will be doing some prep for Swan 2 on the long box. So if you know you need a pad for your hips or your pelvis, make sure you have it handy. We'll also be doing some kneeling. Couple reasons that it's an advanced session is we will be doing snake today. You can always do the prep or a hold in snake. Like I said, we will be doing a little bit of Swan 2 on the long box. There's going to be some inversions standing on the carriage, and we're going to be moving pretty fast today. I have been doing a lot of teaching this past week, and honestly, today I just need to move. I just need to get some good flowy movement in. So we're moving fast, all right? So headrest up in your comfortable position. We will be starting with footwork. So foot bar, of course, up. Springs on. I have 2 mediums and a heavy spring on. So for my balanced body, that is 2 reds and a green. We will be doing some single leg footwork to start. So if you know that's too heavy, too light, whatever, adjust accordingly, okay? But I do want it to be a pretty substantial spring to start, okay? So pad, box, reformer, your beautiful self, and let's get moving. All right, so make sure that you are centered on your carriage. Before you even press the carriage out, I just want you to find as much space between ears and hips as you possibly can. And just start to find also that Pilates breath, right? That breathing into the back ribs, a long, heavy tailbone. We've got heels on, hip socket distance apart. Your arms are actively pressing down and into the mat. On your next inhale, press the carriage all the way out and then drag it all the way in, right? Inhale out, exhale, pull it in. So start to tap into your butt crease muscles. Again, ribs stay anchored to the mat here. And start to feel that pull down on the foot bar. And then feel like you're moving on an oval track. So there's never really a pause on the out or in. We're gliding out and in. Let's do 3 and 2. And last one, bring the carriage all the way in. Bring your left leg up into tabletop, press it out, and then drag it in. Okay, so can you still feel those same muscles working here, right? Hopefully it's not all quad, maybe a little bit more back of the leg here. And ribs and upper arm bones are bolted to the mat, or at least they're trying, right? For 3 and 2, weight right in the center of the heel. Last one, bring it all the way in. Left foot down, right leg up, press it out, glide it back in. You're still on that same oval track. Pelvis is level. On this side, I have to think a little bit more of that big ball of the foot pushing forward, pinky toe pulling back. Full breath out, full breath in. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and bring it all the way in. Let's come onto the arches. Drive your heels down and under. Legs can either be zipped up or slightly apart. And then when your heels are pushing under, curl the toes over, press the carriage out, and then pull down to bring it home. So you should be pulling so much down on that foot bar that your tailbone wants to lift, right? But you've got to anchor it down. Big toes wrapping up and over here. Inner edges of your heels reaching under. Let's do 3. Pull down to come in. 2. Last one, get longer as you come all the way in. Okay, so this next position, I'm going to take my feet or my knees wide. And so my toes are looking out and my heels are apart right now. Okay, so let's just press the carriage out and hold here. Okay, so get your heels down on the foot bar. And for me, I cannot fully straighten my legs without compromising something. I'm going to try though. And then resist your heels from lifting. As you bend the knees, pull the carriage home. Think of pulling in on the foot bar and then press the carriage out. Take these a little bit slower because I really want you to focus on the external rotation in the hips And hopefully you'll start to feel these kind of wrapping muscles kick on, right? And those upper thigh bones really like rotating in the sockets. But honestly, I think this feels really good. And the more you focus on the hips, right, the less you should feel in the knees here. A couple more here. And then resist it back in. Okay, drop your head, rest down. Come back up onto your heels, but more like shoulder width distance apart here. Okay, so arms are anchored down. On your next exhale, pelvis tilts back. You roll up into your bridge. Pause at the top. Chest is soft. Pubic bone higher than your 2 hip points. And then lengthen as you roll all the way down. Again, roll your hips up. Squeeze those sits bones together at the top. And now open the knees wide. Can you find those same hip muscles you just found, hopefully, and then bring the knees together so you can find them again. Open the knees wide. Find those granny panty muscles and then pull the knees together. So we press them out wide, we hold, and then pull the knees together, hold. Open wide, hold, and then pull the knees together, hold. Let's do 3. I want you to find these hip muscles. And 2. Last one, hold on the out, bring the knees in, hold on the in, bring the knees back to that start position, and then just roll all the way down, down, down. Bring your right knee into your chest, give it a good pull in as your left leg stretches out. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up if that's for you. Can you pull the knee in a little bit more? And then switch. And switch. You know the deal. Your pelvis, your torso is stable. The only reason that torso is going to move is if you're curling your head, neck, and shoulders up higher. 2, 2, 1, 1. Bring both knees into your chest. Arms and legs reach away from one another. Hold. Arms go out to the side, then to your thighs, and knees come all the way in. Inhale, arms and legs out. Circle to your thighs. Exhale, empty the lungs. Pull the knees into your chest. Inhale, out. Open thighs. Exhale, pull the knees in. Again, stretch out, hold, hold, hold. Arms out to thighs. Hug everything back in. Last one here, I promise. Stretch out, hold. 2, 3. Arms circle, then thighs. Then bring everything all the way in and lower all the way down. All right, let's now go ahead and rock you up. And then let's take a medium spring off. So right now I still have a green and a red spring. So I have a heavy and a medium spring for my non-balanced body users here. Okay, let's go ahead and lie back down. Once again, make sure that you are centered. Headrest can come back up. Actually, I lie. Let's keep it down because I think we're going to do overhead here, okay? So reach back. Short loops or long loops, you pick, all right? And now bring your legs up into that tabletop position and hold here for a second. Create as much space between chest and hands as you can. And before you pull the arms down, can you stretch the legs out and hold here? Now lower the arms down. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat and start pumping here for your 100. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Don't let that carriage move, y'all. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale, 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 exhale. Hold here. Bend the elbows, bend the knees for coordination. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs out. Hold. Press your fists into the mat. Only the legs open. Close. Knees come in, bend the elbows. Again, arms and legs shoot out, open, close, knees in, bend elbows. Again, arms and legs shoot out, open, close, knees in, bend elbows. Last one, press it out, open, close, knees in, bend elbows, lower everything down. All right, arms reach up to the sky, headrest is down. Straighten your legs up, Beautiful. Go ahead and just lower the arms all the way down to the mat. Legs are going to come up and over for your rollover. Push out through the arms and then roll down, roll down, roll down. Once your hips hit, arms up, legs lower down. Keep your ribs in. Arms come down, legs go up and over. Stretch the hips up to the sky and then roll down, roll down, roll down. Arms up, legs down. Again. Energy out through your fists, y'all. Roll down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Arms up, legs down. Last one. Up and over. Squeeze your inner thighs together, y'all. Lift the hips up off your ribs. Roll down, roll down. Awesome. Arms up, legs come all the way down. Perfect. Okay. Take your straps into one hand. Let's go ahead now and roll you up. Let's swivel you up. And then we're going to take off the medium spring. So you have your heaviest spring on. Now, if when you get into this rowing series, if this heavy spring does not feel challenging, pop on another spring. Okay. I want this to be like, I want you to feel things. So flip around, palms distance behind your booty and the edge of the mat. Hands into your, I'm going to go long loops, heavier, shorter loops. You know the deal. Okay. Fists into your sternum. So my rings are together here. Elbows are wide. I'm going to round forward first. Legs are zipped up. Legs are pressing down. And then from here, imagine you're under a low ceiling. Roll yourself back, back, back. Pause in that roll back. Check your neck. Arms go out to the side. Big wingspan, palms press back, dive up and over, hands reach long and low behind you. I want you to actually push into the mat to maybe get a deeper stretch, more of a lift. Now, arms lift, they open, they circle around, reach for your toes, get a stretch. From here, bring your fists into your sternum, keep your forward fold, keep your weight into your hips, and now roll yourself back under that low ceiling. Tuck the tail, arms out to the side, press back, dive up and over. Arms reach long and low. They lift, circle around, open up your wingspan, reach for your toes, and stack back up. Last one here. Round forward first. Get really low. Head to your shins. Low ceiling, roll yourself back. Arms out. We press back, dive up and over. Find the sides of your neck long, keep them long. As the arms open, circle around, reach for your toes. Fabulous. Uncross, recross your legs if they're crossed. Bring your arms up to 90. Hold here for a second. Try to stack your bones on top of one another and then feel those ribs kind of imprint into an imaginary mat. From here, stable shoulder girdle. Extend the arms out. Bicep curl, hands come back in. I typically feel this more in my shoulder girdle than anything because my shoulder blades, they want to move all around here, but that's what's staying stable. Legs stay zipped up. 2 and 1, come back to your 90. Now hinge back, go back, and then pause wherever you're at. Don't let the carriage move. Extend the arms out more to a Y. Don't let the carriage move. Lift yourself up, up, up. And now let the carriage move. As you guide the arms forward, turn the palms facing down, same ending as before. Arms reach down and back. They lift, circle around, reach for your toes, get a stretch, stack your spine up tall. Now, take the arms out wider if you need, if your neck is bothering you here, but you should feel upper back, all right? Arms up to 90. Hinge back. Go back. Don't let the carriage move. Extend the arms out. Don't let the carriage move. Come all the way up, 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 and then guide the carriage back into the stopper with your back. Palms face down. Scoop the arms down and back. Arms lift. Circle around for your toes. Oh, get that stretch. Last one here. Woo, anybody feeling that upper body? Hinge back. Go back. Carriage doesn't move. Extend the arms out. Carriage doesn't move. We lift up, up, up. Guide the carriage forward. Guide the carriage forward from your upper back. Palms face down. Whew, scoop the arms down and back. Lift. Circle around. Reach for your toes. Fabulous. Hang up those straps. Okay. We're going to stay on this green spring, or sorry, your heavy spring. Just make sure your pad is handy. But first, we're going to do our Swan 1. Alrighty. So you're going to climb on like a surfboard here. Head is in line with that foot bar somewhere there. Hands go wide. Let's go legs zipped up together. Okay. So I want you to press the carriage out. You're going to press down into the foot bar. Lift your low belly up. Lift your upper belly up. Lift your ribs up. Hold right here. So you're still looking down. Find a broad collarbone. Can you bring the carriage in? Stay looking down. Stay rounded. And then pause where you feel like, okay, I can't go any further. And then take your gaze forward. Push the chest forward. Maybe the carriage comes all the way in. If you're not already there, legs can dip down, that's fine. Press the carriage out a little bit. Nod your chin, lift up through the ribs, lift up through the belly, and round up and over the box, back to that straight arm, long line. Let's do that again. Low belly lifts, upper belly lifts, ribs, chest. We kind of roll out to that extension. Make it more about upper back than lower back. Nod the chin, round up and over, come down to the box. One more time. We kind of articulate up and over. Find those lats, push the chest forward, maybe look up, and then come back out halfway and hold here. So long line, extended spine, doesn't matter. I want you to pull your heels to your seat. When your heels are to your seat, then extend your upper back. Look forward. Push the chest forward. And then as your legs go straight out, we kind of find that long line again. Keep lifting up through the belly. Ooh, bend those knees, extend the spine. It's okay if the carriage moves a little bit, that's fine. And then stretch back out. There's your long stretch right here. Knees bend, chest pushes forward, roll those shoulders open, and then back out. Round up and over the box. Bend your elbows wide to bring the carriage home. Nice work. Place on 2 medium springs. Take your heavy spring off. So for my balanced body, that is 2 red springs. Your foot bar is going to come all the way down. I've got my pad here. You know, sometimes we don't need it. Sometimes we do need it. All right. Like I said, foot bar comes down. If I can get it down. All right. So again, we're just going to do the prep-ish for this. I'm going to step up. I'm going to take my feet to the inside of the frame here. So I'm in a Pilates V, okay? I'm going to press the carriage out just to where I can get my hips or my thighs up against the edge of the box. So I'm not on my pelvis with the edge of the box. I'm at my upper thighs here. Make sure you have a good connection through your toes. All right. And then carriage is in, as far in as you can get it in. Arms are draped down, head is down. All right. I want you to curl your pelvis under and feel that lift of your low belly up off the box, or like it could, okay? Keep the lift, and now just straighten your legs and hold here, okay? All right. Yes. Heels are high, heels are pinned together. Now, can you lift your upper belly? Can you lift your chest? Can you now reach your arms back behind you? Feel like you're reaching for your thighs or maybe even the back of the knees. And then from here, can you bend the knees a little bit to maybe lift the chest up, up, up. That's it. And then pull back through the belly as you come back out over the box. Arms reach wide and then just round up and over and bend the knees back in. Please readjust, okay? It's okay to move yourself around and find that sweet spot, okay? So arms are down. Press the carriage out. We lift up through the belly first. There's your support system. Arms reach down and back. Reach for your thighs. So right now I'm kind of holding onto my cheeks. They're my handles, all right? And then my pelvis is going to drop. My chest is going to lift. I have to pull up on that carriage there. Push the chest up, up, up. And then as I come back out, I'm lifting up through the belly. Arms reach out wide. And then bend the knees, come all the way down. Okay. All right. You can do this with straight legs. If you feel like when you bend your knees, you collapse, keep your legs straight. Okay. Last one here. Press it out.
Low belly lifts. Arms reach back. Find your cheeks. All right. Keep the lift of your belly up. We kind of articulate up, 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 just like we did on the foot bar. Maybe your hands reach further down. Push the girls, push the chest forward, right, if you've got them. And now from here, can you let go of your legs? Reach the arms out wide. Up and over that box. Whoo, and then bends the knees, come all the way in. All right, take your feet up onto your platform. Pike the hips up. Just slide the pad out of your way. And now come on to one medium spring. So just take one off. We're going to skip our pull straps today, but we're going to play around with kind of an upstretch snake prep. So I want you to place your hands on the side of the box here. And I've got a little Pilates V here. All right. So let's just come out to a plank. Come out to a plank. So I want you to lift your chest up away from the box as much as you can here. Okay. Now I want you to drop your head, maybe even drop the hips a hair, but keep lifting up through the upper abs. All right. And now press the carriage out a little bit, keeping the sides of the neck long. And as you pull the carriage under, I want you to think of kind of undulating up through the spine, hips pike up and they kind of push back. Now as we come forward, I want you to think of pelvis coming forward, We roll out, pelvis drops, carriage pushes out a little bit, carriage comes under, we articulate up and over. Feel like it's your belly pulling the carriage in, hips go back. Last one here, hips come forward, our body's like a wave. Pelvis pushes forward, chest, and then maybe find a little extension here. Push the chest forward. Should feel good. Drop the head, round and lift up through the ribs, pull the carriage in. Awesome. So there's upstretch. There's your snake, okay, that we're going to attempt later. Let's go ahead and come off. You don't need your pad anymore. Let's place another spring on. So go back to those 2 red or 2 medium springs. Let's place your box on between your shoulder blocks and your pegs, okay? All right, so hook your feet under. And then let's, flex your feet so feet are wide. We're going to bring the legs together at some point. All right, so I'm scooted pretty close to the front edge of the box here. Hand over hand on your low belly. I want you to round forward. Go up and over your hands. Think head to your knees. And then you're under that low ceiling again. Roll yourself back. Elbows are wide. This is your rowing right here. Go back, stretch back. If you're comfortable with it, maybe you go into extension. You can always take your elbows onto the box and traction your spine. Oh, feels so good. Pick your head up, soften the ribs, hands over your belly again. Go up and over your hands. Round forward. You're back under that low ceiling. Buddha. Pick a spot. Roll back. Energy out through those heels. Another option here with the hands is take them on the handles on the side of the box. Open the chest. And then nod the chin. Pull in on the box. Flex in on the box like a magic circle. Round up and over. Option to keep your hands there if you're there. Right? I like to play around with that hand position. I feel just different things. Roll back. Stretch back. Keep pressing in on the box. And then up and over, up and over. All right, so now I want you to bring the legs together. Depending on your carriage, you might be able to place your heels on your platform. I can like barely get mine there. But legs are together, feet are still flexed, your strap is taut, okay? Let's go either hand over hand or interlace your fingers behind the base of your skull here. So half your fingers on your neck, half your fingers on your skull. Elbows in your peripheral, soft ribs, flat back, hinge back, go back, stretch back, and then lift right back up. If you are feeling this in your back, then we probably haven't engaged the abs enough. So maybe you feel like you're rounding a little bit, and then lift right back up. All right, this is your rowing, that flat back rowing we did. And lift right back up. One more. Drag your head across the ceiling, and then lift right back up. All right, we stay upright. Just twist your upper body to the right. Keep the head to hand connection and back to center. Lift and twist to the left. Pull those ribs in and back to center.
I say that because my tendency is I want to pop those ribs out as opposed to staying in this like narrow cylinder. Lift and twist to the left and back to center. Now lift and twist to the right. Now we're going to go out to the right. I want that left hip to lift. So we're going to lean out, kind of roll onto the right hip. And then we come right back up, square yourself off. All right. So I'm going to twist to the left. I'm going to lean out to the left. Let my right hip lift. I kind of roll onto my left hip, lots of rights, lots of lefts, and then lift right back up. Test the waters. Trust yourself. Trust the equipment. Go out. Stretch both sides. And then lift right back up. Again, one more time each side. Really, it's 3 because I'm on that left side. Keep your head to hand connection. Come all the way up. Now we have 2 reps here. Go out, stretch out, lengthen both sides of your waist, and come all the way up. Whew. Last one. Whew. Go out, stretch out, keep hugging the legs together, and then lift right back up. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to that round again, only now we're gonna attempt our back bend. So keep your feet under, go back to that wide foot position, feet are flexed. Hands over your belly, all right? Take your options, okay? Honor your body. Just because it's advanced, do what you can, okay? Hands on your belly. I'm gonna roll back, stretch back, go back. I'm gonna go all the way back, let my head hang, take my hands onto the frame, all right? And I'm gonna keep my hips down and I'm just gonna press into the frame a little bit just so I can feel my upper back. This is your rowing that we did. That's why I was talking about that upper back. And then just lower down, take your hands back over your belly and then lift your head, round up and over, grab on if you need. Okay, that was your prep. Stick with it if you need, all right? So hands over your belly, roll yourself back, all the way back, stretch back. Think long, long spine, hands onto the frame. Take your feet onto the carriage. So unhook your feet. All right, we're gonna push into both our legs and our arms. Drive your hips up. Find your upper back, just like the rowing. Hold, hold, hold. Carefully lower down. Hook your heels around the edge of the carriage. Grab onto the box wherever you can, your legs, and then roll yourself up and over and just stretch forward. Get a stretch. In fact, take the soles of your feet together and just round forward for a second. Maybe even rock from side to side. All right, let's go ahead and come up. Let's take the box off. So box comes off, headrest comes up, foot bar comes up. Let me just do away with this pad. It's just in my way. All right, so a little bit of long stretch series here. All right, so I'm staying on my 2 medium springs, 2 reds for balanced body. Let's try to get in the fancy way. Right hand is gonna go on my foot bar, left foot in that headrest crease, okay? So try to keep that carriage still, left hand on, right foot right up. Carriage stays in to start. Lift your chest up away from the bar, pull the bar apart, press the carriage out, 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 and then pull the carriage in. So that little upstretch variation that we did on the long box, kind of find a little bit of that here. I tend to see people, the hips want to go up. Last one. Press it out. Pull the carriage in, get longer, longer, longer. Lower the knees down, keep the carriage in. Take your feet up against the shoulder blocks. The heel connection here is super important, y'all. Bring your pelvis forward, find extension. Lift your chest up away from the bar. Push back through your heels, stay looking up. Break that bar as you come home, home, home. Press it out. Keep pushing your heels back to pull the carriage up and through. Press it out. It's more about upper back than lower back, y'all. Push the chest up. I keep using girls lately. Go back, push the chest up, 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 up. Last one. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Keep the carriage in. Slide yourself up. Place your feet down on the carriage. All 10 toes forward.
Half your body weight in your arms, half your body weight in your legs. Lift the toes, dig your heels in, round your spine, puff up the back. Press the carriage back, pull it under. Press it back, pull it under you. Keep lifting up through the center spine. Tailbone should feel like it's kind of dropping and pulling under. Oh, there's our upstretch. Good, you have 2 and 1. Bring it in. Okay, we have some options here. For our arabesque, the heels can go halfway up the shoulder blocks, or maybe they come up onto the foot bar. All right, so let's just do upstretch first. Press the carriage back, hips lower, chest lifts, pull the carriage home, roll yourself up, 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 push the hips back, press it back, drag the carriage in, lift up through the belly, push the carriage back, hips lower, chest lifts, pull the carriage in, hold here with your rounded shape. Could you take your right knee into your chest, press the carriage back, pull it under, press the carriage back, pull it under, 2, under, last one, under, foot down, left knee in, press it back, pull it under, pull that left knee into your chest, push the foot bar away for 2 and 1, step the foot down. Awesome. Aren't we glad that's all we're doing of those? Let's now come kneeling. Feet up against your shoulder blocks. Pop a spring off. So you have 1 medium spring. Woo! Anybody else sweating? This feels so good today. Oh my goodness. All right. Hands on the long loops. Come up into that active kneeling position. All right. Palms are facing forward. I like a soft bend to the elbows. You want to go straight arms, you do you. Okay. So those legs are at the party, heels are pushing back. Reach the arms forward up to that shoulder height and then lower the arms back down. So whether you have a mirror in front of you or not, sides the neck stay long throughout this whole shebang. Tailbone is dropped. Pubic bone is forward, but also lifted up. Next time we come up, we do arm circles. Arms go up, out, down, and in. There's a point where that carriage doesn't want to move. Try to prolong that for as long as you can. Reach through the straps. Woo! Next time arms are up, we reverse. They come down. They go out. Push that pinky side of your hand into the straps more, y'all. Last one here. Arms come up, circle them around, bring thumbs and index fingers together. Turn your palms facing down a little bit. There's a little bit of a pitch forward. All right, so elbows are gonna bend wide. And then inhale, arms reach back out. Again, how much space can you create, not only in your neck, but in your upper back here? Should feel like your triceps are reaching away from your center. Last one. Arms go out for that hug, and now hug the fists together and open the arms out wide. Hug the fists together, open the arms out wide. Pull those ribs back, back, back. Right, there's your teaser right there. For 2, hang in there. And last one here. Arms come out, lower everything down. Okay. Hang up your straps. Ooh, okay. And I'm going to place a light spring on. So I have a medium and a light. Yeah, I think that's right. You need to adjust. Okay. So I'm going to place both of my shins up against the shoulder blocks. I've done this in a couple other classes. So if you've done them, you know what's coming. So left hand on the foot bar. It's either in line with my hips or in front of my body. Okay. My right arm is going to come up to the sky like I'm holding a pizza or a pie. Try not to drop the pie. It's not a huge deal if you do drop it, right? So squeeze your inner thighs together, push both shins into the shoulder blocks, and just straighten that left arm so the carriage comes out. Hold here, okay? I want you to feel like this arm is sticking to your back, all right? Sticking meaning like it's stable, it's at the party. All right, so to press the carriage out, left shin pushes under, under, under. All right, so I'm kind of slinking out, and then I lift up, up, up. Carriage may not come all the way in, that's okay, all right?
Feel like I'm pushing that foot bar away from my body. So the sides of my neck again are long once again. And then lift, lift, lift. Again, slink the body out. And then lift, lift, lift. Last one here. This arm to back connection, super important before we do this snake. Still work on creating space in those upper traps. Fabulous. Bring the carriage in. Right hand down to your shoulder block. Left arm up and over for a counter stretch. Oh, feels so yummy. Okay, hand comes down. Let's do the other side. Shins up against the shoulder block. Right hand up. So you want this spring to be heavy, right? I want you to have something to push into. All right, so left arm up. Hold your pie, pizza, whatever, pizza pie. All right, we straighten that right arm out. Slink the body under. So push through that bottom shin. Push through that bottom shin. Oh, that feels so good. And then lift, lift, lift. Again, think of creating space in your upper back. So this strong right arm, there's your side plank. There's your pull straps too. I don't want that shoulder caving in. I want you to push, push out, push out, push out, push out. And then body slinks under to lift, lift, lift. This hand just does never, it never wants to cooperate here. The pie is all over the place. Last one, push through that bottom shin and then lift, lift, lift. Carriage comes all the way in, left hand down, right arm up and over. Oh, open up your chest. Breathe into that side. Oh, goodness. Okay. Lots of noises today. Lots of things happening. So, snake. We're going to stay on these same springs. I like the support. Some people love to do it on a light spring. I feel like I'm going to break something. I feel like my shoulders just, I don't want to do it. So, foot bar is going to come down unless you're like super advanced foot bars up. Okay. My foot bar is going to stay down. All right. So if this is something that really scares you, I want you to place all the springs on and hold the first position. Okay. So we're not going to do 1,000 of these. All right. We don't need to do 1,000 of these. I'm going to place my right foot on, all right, on the foot bar. So it's in line with my foot bar here. Okay. I'm going to place my right hand down, left hand on the shoulder block. So my hands are in line with one another, okay? I'm going to try my very best to keep the carriage in, and then I'm going to step my left foot up. I'm going to snake it around my right foot and hold here. This position, all right, you can hold this. Just work on holding and lifting and keeping the carriage in. Otherwise, I'm going to slink my body out, push the carriage out. My hips are going to lower. My chest is going to come forward. And now I drop the chin, lift up through the chest to pull the carriage back in. We've done this a couple times. Let that back foot pivot. Chest comes forward. Stand in your arms and your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift up, up, up. Last one. Reach the chest forward. And then lift up through the belly, pull the carriage in, and then step it down. Woo. I gotta admit, it's been a while since I've attempted this, but we're here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This side is usually a little rougher for me. So, I might be taking some different options here. So, I mean, I'd love to be a perfect model for you, but it's not the case. So left foot on. Woo! This side always makes me nervous. We're here, y'all. Let's do this. Okay. Hands on. Okie dokie. Bring that foot up. Strong legs. Slink the body out. Hips come down. Chest comes forward. Look forward. Drop the head. Lift the ribs. Not going to be too picky about that snaked foot or knee. And feel like you're hugging in on the carriage. It's easy for this to be all arms. Pull it in, and then step down. Oh my, that was fabulous. Woo, good stuff. Okay, so take off your light spring. Medium spring on. Medium spring on. All right, so my right foot is going to go onto the carriage for side splits. Left foot comes onto your platform. All right, extra challenge. You're going to heel toe walk that foot out as far as you can while keeping the carriage in. So got a little bit of a turnout. Heels are in line with one another. Hold here for a second. I want you to work that pull of the carriage in, not just from your inner thighs, but from those granny panty muscles. So I'm feeling that spiral of the thigh bones, all while keeping both feet down, meaning I'm not rolling out into my pinkies, okay? Arms out to a strong letter T. Press the carriage out, out, out. Your tailbone should be dropped. Your ribs should feel in. And just hold here in this magnificent, lovely stretch. And now find that kind of spiral of the thigh bones to lift, lift, lift. Hold it on the in for 2 and 3. We press the carriage out. So this arm position here, think side plank. Your arms are holding you up. You're pushing into that foot bar like you did for those side bends, and then lift to come back in. So next time you take a class, right, especially if that snake kind of like scared you or that side bend was kind of weird, I want you to, every time your arms are out, think, how far out can I push the arms? All right, hold here. Jeez Louise. And then drag the carriage in, lift, lift, lift. Hold it on the in for 2 and 1. Let's switch sides. Boo-boo, you really make things interesting. You really do. And I appreciate it. I really do. I wouldn't have it any other way. All right. Turn out. Slight turn out. Heels in line with one another. Drop your tailbone. Arms out. Strong letter T. Press it out. 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 Hold. 2, 3. Find your granny panty line muscles and then pull the carriage in. In, in. Again, press it out. Hold. 2, 3. We lift from the center, lift from the inner thighs to pull the carriage in. Hold it on the in here for 3, 2, 1. Press it out. Nice broad chest, nice broad upper back. Hold, 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 and lift to pull it in, in, in. Oh, my booty is shaking. Hold. 2, 3, and let's carefully step off. Awesome. Okay, so let's place another light spring on. You can go 2 mediums here if you like. We're just going to finish with our front splits with the knee down. So let's start. Boo-boo, you going to give me some space here? That's okay. We're going to start with the right foot up onto the foot bar. So left foot goes up against your shoulder block. Right foot up onto the foot bar. So before we even press the carriage out, I want you to pull yourself forward. So use your arms to drive the hips forward, maybe to open the chest a little bit more. And now can you drop your tailbone down? And then can you just push your heel back? So flex your foot. See how that alone, for most of us, can deepen the stretch. Now use that flex of the foot to push the carriage back, back, back. And then pull down on that foot bar. Keep the heel connected, the back heel, to bring the carriage in. Press the carriage back. Think of that right hip going back, left hip forward more, and then pull down on that foot bar to bring the carriage in. Whew. Again, press it back. Obviously, the goal is both legs will go straight. Again, I'm not that perfect model. Pull that carriage in. Now, keeping the carriage in, keep your back heel connected, keep your left hip going forward. Left arm goes up and over. We side bend, create as much space between that top hand and bottom knee. Big breath in here. And then on your exhale, arm comes up, back to center. All right, right foot up against the shoulder block. Boo-boo, you can just go to the other side. You can just go to the other side. I love you. He's like, well, I don't love you. He just disowned me. Okay. Same thing here. Pull yourself forward like chest expansion. Right heel stays driving back. In fact, dig the balls of your feet in and under. Stuff and things. It's the little things. Press it back, 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 and then pull down on the foot bar to bring the carriage home. That pull down on the foot bar, that's your footwork. Those of you who have chairs or have taken my chair classes, there's your press down on the chair, there's your mountain climbers. Obviously, it's all your splits. Big breath in as you go back. Left hip back, right hip forward a little bit more. And then pull the carriage in. Keep that back heel connected. Right arm comes up and over. Up and over, up and over. Stretch. Take a big breath in. And then on your exhale, arm comes up and down. And you guys are done. That was awesome. I needed that. I needed to just move and groove. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know what was like tough for you, or things you like doing, things you don't like doing. I want to hear all the things. Awesome work, y'all.